What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel. Today I'm going to go over the Google June 2026 spam update. So this is a very quick rollout, and essentially it's just Google improving their ability to detect spam in the search results. And if they think of your website as spam, if you go against one of their spam policies, then you probably saw your website take a hit somewhere around June 26th. So if you're looking at Google Search Console, look at June 26th and see where your search looks. This is a website that I manage. And it was really just built as a test, like let's just see what happens. But I completely redid the website over the past 2-3 weeks. So I took it from a WordPress website that had about 600 pages to a HTML website that has about 300 pages. So I had a bunch of location pages for all these different tree company leads, tree company, Google Ads, tree service, web design, for basically all these cities in Florida, all across the country. So it was just one of those, let's just see what happens if I do a ton of, try to create a ton of pages for all these areas about a tree service marketing agency. So, when somebody's in Colorado and Denver and they go tree service marketing agency near me, hopefully I have a page that's listed there. Now I've completely redone this to where now I just have one page for these, and then I have the cities I serve there, and, probably won't go too crazy with it, but what's changed a lot for this specific website is a lot of my URLs changed. Like I had suburb, city, state. I had all these different service, all these different categories. So I kind of got rid of a lot of those. So it might be based on that somewhat, where a lot of my URLs changed, and that ended up hurting my overall ranking. So if you do see something like this, this is kind of, more of an indication of probably the spam update, because it's from the, it started rolling out here, finished right when my website kind of got smashed. It's not something where your website gets penalized and it's hurt long term. It's one of those, figure out what spam policies you're going up against, and then, over time, basically, your website will go out of this spam penalty when you're not doing the spam that Google has basically detected. So for me, a lot of it is, I think a lot of my pages are getting de-indexed. So I was up to about 200, 201, now I'm down to 141. So part of that is purposeful. I know I created too many pages on this website. I know I did somewhat spam on this website, and it was really, really poor quality content and not well written content. And now everything is really more geared towards, the specific area. Denver's wet, heavy spring, snows, snaps limbs off stiff trees, web design first, then marketing to match, and I think more local. Yeah, Denver sits in Denver County in the Front Range, where, and this is part of trying to just get more information about neighborhoods, some local things on every page. This is I took this from Orkin. I always say they're really good at this. And now, rather than having all of these pages built out for every city, these just link back to my main pages. So we'll keep an eye on this. It might just be one of those things where I'm seeing a dip because I redid the whole website and some of my pages got de-indexed and my rankings dropped for that. But this, specifically when you see your impressions drop from like 643 and you're seeing kind of with the core update, I actually saw some increases, and then the spam update kind of crushed them. So if we go back to like 16 months, you'll see it's probably the lowest. Yeah, the lowest it's really been. So definitely got hit pretty hard by it, and we'll see what happens. One of the things you could always do is just do a quick, especially if it's been rolled out for about 7 days, do like a 7-day comparison, and you can see, basically where it happened. Compare last 7 days to the previous period, and this will allow you to catch things pretty quick. Okay, so we're seeing a huge drop. These ones don't really matter as much. Where did we lose a lot of impressions? Well, tree service marketing, tree service keywords, tree service marketing agency, tree service PPC. Okay, I like to look at what pages drop the most. So where did we actually see? We did see some impressions growth. So this is best lead generation tool for tree companies, and we did see some growth there. We saw growth in a couple of these. This is a new page. This is a new page. So part of this, I do think, is pages being shifted over to new pages. And then the other thing is my existing content. I don't know if Google's like, yeah, this content stinks or what. I know we had a little bit of an issue when I was first putting the website out, but this website is honestly a lot better than the previous version. So this is where I would look first. I had a bunch of drops from city, service pages, suburb pages, where a lot of these ended up changing to, I had city Florida, this changed to states Florida. So I think there's an element of this website, it's also getting re-indexed. But if you do see that drop, it's probably a spam update as well. So let's go through this. A rollout started June 24th, lasted for a couple of days, and marked complete on June 26th. Second spam update of 2026, just a standard spam update. So usually with a spam update, you're not going to see a lot of upwards growth. You might see some slight increases upwards, but generally not a lot. And with a spam update, it's going to be more, did your website get hit by this? If it did, let's figure out why. And really the first place you always want to look is go directly to the Google spam policies for Google Web Search. So cloaking, doorway abuse, expired domain abuse, hacked content, hidden text and links, keyword stuffing. I think this is one that I definitely had for mine. Link spam, so buying or selling links, exchanging money for links. This I don't really think was an issue. Machine generated traffic, malicious practices, misleading functionality, scaled content abuse. This is one where I think I got hurt. Scraping, site reputation abuse, sneaky redirects, thin affiliation, user-generated spam, other practices that can lead to demotion or removal, legal, personal information, policy circumvention, scam, and fraud. My two that I think I got hurt with, and these are probably the ones that the most people are going to get hurt with, is scaled content abuse. Many pages generated for the primary purpose of manipulating search rankings and not helping users. So it's really when you have a ton of pages created, think more not, this isn't a bad example in terms of, my overall tree, my tree company leads. This is an example of doing this somewhat where on the locations pages, but if you have like 100 to 200 pages, that's not really where Google's like, all right, this is a huge issue. Where Google makes a huge issue of it is if I have 10,000 pages. Basically, how much do tree service leads cost? How much do cost per click on Google Ads for tree companies? Like basically trying to answer every last possible question with a page, trying to do basically way too much is kind of the main issue that I see. So that's probably what I got hit with. So let's finish off our presentation here and let's go back over to how it compares this to recent updates. March 2026 was a really quick one, and then August 2025, they had a slower one. Basically what happens with the spam update, part of it is Google search spam in your site. Google's automated systems to detect search spam are constantly operating. One of them is SpamBrain. This was SpamBrain was introduced in 2021. By 2022, they were able to say, yes, this is our most effective solution against spam. So what they keep doing is improving SpamBrain. That's essentially, and this is how we fought Google search spam in 2021. I don't know why they're linking to that old article, but I guess it's just, kind of the big signal that they're still using in terms of what Google's looking for in terms of good websites and trying to not put websites up that are really going against a lot of policies to try to circumvent Google systems. A big thing was websites with really good domain rating, like 80, 90 domain rating. I know timesofindia.com was always a huge example. They would have a bunch of subdomains on their website where there'd be these gambling, best gambling, best VPN, best this, best that, and they'd all rank really high because India Times has a really high domain ranking, and everyone's kind of like, when is this going to stop? So part of the spam update has been really hurting those things where you try to find websites with a strong domain rating with a really good backlink profile and say, yeah, we're going to use this to essentially put other crappy content up here that we can rank for quickly because our website ranks so well and we have a really good backlink profile and a really good history. So now what Google's doing is saying, yeah, we're going to hurt your website if you do those things. So there's more, and it's one where I think they gave websites time to kind of say, hey, I know this is working and I know you're doing this, but you need to stop so your website doesn't get crushed. Basically, they're going to just continuously improve these systems. Content tricks, scaled and thin content, security and deception, links and reputation. So ultimately, it's like one of those, if you're trying to manipulate Google's search engine and trying to rank higher in ways that are not, yes, we are a good business that creates good content and gets good reviews from our customers. Any type of, quick little shortcut you're trying to take is probably going to end up getting torn down eventually. If your rankings moved, to me, always review the spam policies. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, we have a bunch of pages that aren't indexed that Google clearly doesn't like. So let's go back through and try to improve our content on those pages. Do we have way too many pages where we want to just maybe take a few down? Let's do it that way. Backlinks are generally one of those things where unless you're trying to develop backlinks at scale, Google's not really going to hurt you with a spam backlink update because people can easily do spam backlinks for other websites. So the backlinks and links in general is not one I'd worry about too much, except for understanding your own internal links and not making it very obvious that you have link exchanges in place or that you are buying links from people who, link networks and link exchanges that are really low quality. So if you see a drop in Search Console like you did for the one I showed you, then it's definitely one of those where let's figure out what the issue is. Let's go and fix it and make our website a little bit better. Even my Tree Company Leads website, it's something I created last year as a test. Like, let's just see what happens. It's gotten some leads through it. It doesn't drive much, but ultimately it's one of those things long term. If I can make the website look better and give it a little bit more in terms of like personality, then I think I can help me drive some new customers. So if you have any questions about the 2026 spam update from Google, please leave them in the comment section. Thanks for watching my video today, and make sure you subscribe to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel.